Oh, the refs have done it again. They completely suck. And is it really a surprise to anybody? No. It's not a surprise. I know the game. I know the picture as a thumbnail is the Ravens game. Probably, if some of you know me, referring to the Ravens versus Colts game, and how the refs just blatantly gave the Ravens that whole game. Um, this kind of influenced it, but it kind of influenced it, but it didn't. I have good reasons. I'm not just making this on a whim. I have decent reasons. I have two decent reasons on here for something we can do to help refs improve, maybe give them an incentive to be better. First one is fine refs. Fine them money when they get a call wrong. Because we all know the NFL isn't a big, let's replay this game type of thing. So just fine the ref. $500, $1,000. They're getting paid. I believe the entry level pay is $75,000 a year. That's a decent amount of money. That's a pretty good amount of money. So I think that with that salary, a fine of about $500 will give them a reason to maybe get a few calls right. And maybe not try to hand the game to another team. Because if the NFL sees that happening, fine. But if the NFL is influencing those refs, it doesn't really work. Maybe there'd be an owner's outrage with that type of thing, or a player outrage with that type of thing. So that it could still work under that system, I guess. But it doesn't have the same effectiveness when the commissioner doesn't really care about it. And then the second option, or second thing that we could also include, it's not just pick one or the other, is intensify. Intensify the training it takes to become a ref. If a ref gets a call wrong, that is blatantly obviously wrong, have him retake the test that he had to take to become a ref, because I know refs have to take a test and score 75% or higher on that test in order to become a ref. And this isn't just NFL. This can work for NBA, NHL, MLB. Although with NHL and MLB, I feel like that's the least amount of bad umpiring or refereeing you will see. Is mainly the NFL and NBA that has some of the worst refs. But that kind of makes sense considering the game is a bit more fast-paced. But in hockey, the game's also more fast-paced. But I guess there isn't as many, touchy rules because NHL players are tough. There are way less touchy rules about you can't touch this guy here, and there's really no position privilege. I mean, you could say the goalie's kind of like the quarterback, but he can get rammed into and there's nothing. So there's really no position privilege in hockey. In baseball, maybe for the pitcher, a little bit. Actually, no, not really. But in the league, in the NBA, there isn't a position privilege. It is more status privilege. The higher status a player has, the more likely they are to get a call. And in the NFL, it's position privilege and status privilege. I know I sound like I'm a political, talking head, bringing out points for different types of privilege, but that is not the case. I'm just stating that refs tend to favor, one way or the other, and I think they should be punished for that. And when they do that, punish them, have them retake their test, and just intensify the practices that the refs have when they watch film. Maybe give them the coach's cut. Make the test harder. Make them take the test more often, maybe. Just, intensify what you're doing. Because it seems to not be working. I could be wrong, but it just seems like refs aren't really doing what they're supposed to. So, that is it. I will see you guys next time. I actually have a very special video to come out after today. It's gonna be cool. I'll see you guys next time.